the main general I want to talk about next, though, is the famous general named Ambrose E. Burnside. If you see his image, he has the biggest sideburns on Earth, and
Wait,
apparently
Burnside
he's n- he
has
cre-
sideburns.
apparently the word sideburns came from him.
Epic.
Burn sides, sideburns. Okay, anyway.
Legendary general right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so why he's so bad? So he's best friends with McClellan. Several things. So Lincoln, not Lincoln. I'll mention Lincoln after. Basically, during the same battle that McClellan was getting, getting whooped. Um, basically, it's funny. Burnside had to cross this river, and basically, if you get across the river, then the enemy is there, and Burnside had a large amount of soldiers that could fight, and instead of crossing the river, he had the soldiers build a small rock bridge to get across. Like, okay, we build this rock bridge, we're gonna get across, and we can fight them, and
Yeah,
beat the South.
you're
Now
drilling, you got to look nice.
well, that's McClellan, but yeah, the problem with the rock bridge or whatever, they had to cross a little creek. So the creek was knee high only, and Burnside was like,
Why?
we got to build a rock bridge, and
Why?
so they built the bridge, and
Okay.
then they went across finally, and then it's like it didn't help. The battle was already kind of lost at that point. That's his first mistake. Another thing he terribly did was Lincoln basically, after firing McClellan, was like, "Hey Burnside, I want you to be the #1 general," and Burnside refused twice. Probably a smart idea. He refused twice, and finally he okay, Lincoln, I'll take the position, right? And then he had two battles. So the first battle, another battle was called, I believe in my notes, it's called Fredericksburg, right? So basically, it's a town, and basically Robert E. Lee was there, and I believe Burnside just sends in the troops straight ahead, like straight into the city, right? And the whole time the Confederates are entrenched, and they're just firing cannons, shooting, firing cannons, and shooting. And then the sad thing is, Burnside had 12,000 casualties, not dead, but 12,000 casualties. And apparently, Burnside said, "Oh, those men, those men." You committed 12,000 casualties. You're like, "Oh, those men, those men." Now, here's his final bad mistake. Okay, so there's a famous battle he had. I believe it's in Petersburg now. It's called Petersburg. And this battle is known as the Battle of the Crater. Have you heard of that?
No, 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 no. I
Can
pause
you
for a
think of
second
a
here.
okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Fredericksburg. Does it say what state that's in? No,
Fredericksburg.
because there's a Fredericksburg in Texas,
Oh no, no,
and if
not
it
it was definitely not in Texas. Definitely not in Texas.
okay,
Texas
okay.
was
So
barely fighting.
continue
It
on.
was
The crater.
okay. So can you think of a reference, or
For a crater?
have you ever seen any Civil War things involving a crater? Any movies? It was
No.
shown in a movie.
I
Okay,
I don't
okay. If
really
you don't
watch
know, that's
movies.
fine.
No.
There was a okay, I'm just gonna look it up right now.
Because I know there's, like, Crater Park in Arizona, but that's definitely not
Yes.
Civil War.
Do you remember the movie Cold Mountain with Jude Law and
N no.
Nicole Kidman? No?
Oh! No, no.
Okay. It won a few Oscars, but
Oh,
I believe in the beginning, I think it's the beginning of the movie. There's a quite an amazing scene in the film. Basically, so and this really happened. Okay? So there's a big explosion, and there's a big crater. Okay, it's called the Battle of the Crater. So let me set it up. What happened was, okay, Burnside was like, okay, we're besieging this city, Petersburg. What we're gonna do is we're gonna build these underground tunnels for a few weeks, right? Oh, great idea!
okay.
Sneak into the
Yeah,
town, right, or the city.
okay,
They dig tunnels, and then they put dynamite under the tunnel. Okay, and
okay, okay. No, I'm following.
so
I'm
so
getting I'm getting the idea here.
so it finally exploded, They set up the charge and
Hmm.
exploded into this massive crater. Okay, unfortunately, the crater was miscalculated, and it was like a few hundred meters from the city. Okay, okay, this actually happened. So
Okay.
the South was completely caught off guard, and apparently the explosion was so loud that it was heard like 50 miles away. Right, other cities.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
huge. So caught off guard, and the South was not ready. Guess what Burnside told them to do?
Grow your sideburn. No, no. Cross the creek, but first we must build a rock dam.
No, but what did he do with the crater? What did he tell the soldiers to do with the
Oh, we
crater?
have to fill it in to cover our tracks.
So is even worse than
No,
that.
no. Okay. Oh my gosh.
He
You may
told
have
them that
won this.
he told them to charge into the crater.
What?
So they went in the crater instead of around the crater. Crater, I said crater. Instead of around the crater, they went in the crater. And as you can
So,
imagine,
Star
they could
Wars,
not
I now have the high ground, Anakin. Like,
they could not get out. So apparently the term turkey shoot was from this battle. So they were the
what
Northerners were
really?
supposedly the Northerners were stuck in the
Oh
crater, and the
man.
Southerners like finally like organized themselves after that massive explosion. They have like muskets just shooting at the Northerners in the crater. And
I can just
after that
imagine.
battle, I believe Burnside was demoted
I
for
can
good reason.
imagine being a guy and be like, "Oh, hey, there's a crater," and then it's like, and then it's like
And
you
they
see the
went
guy like
into
into the
it.
crater, and you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
"What are they
They charged
doing?"
straight into it. Yep,
Okay,
yep.
this I I guess turkey shoot, but at the same time, I guess the term shooting fish in a barrel had already been claimed
Yeah, yeah,
because
probably. Yeah.
like I on the opposite side being like, are they really doing this? Like, ah,
Yeah.
okay, well, let's just take them out. Like
I told
that's
you the South was completely caught off guard because they didn't know they were building it under them. The explosion obviously like freaked them out, and then it was like, okay, let's organize. It's like, oh, they're all in the crater. It's like, what? They start shooting and
like
like, yep.
the idea in all just letting them have it here. The idea of digging tunnels, planting explosives, and blowing it up, it's like good strategy.
Hmm.
Good. Had you done it right. Because had
Exactly.
you like everything was I don't want to say was good, but it's like I get where you're going for. You blow it up, the town crumbles. Good. You miss it, fault one. Let's go ahead and go around it. No, no, no. Let's just go straight through it, up and over, down to the bottom where everyone else can see us. Bad decision.
I
Um,
think it was partially it could have been like, oh, there's a lot of smoke, there was fog, so they didn't know where they were going. But it's just like you could have just been like, go around it,
yeah.
officers go around type of thing, and then yeah, it's just
Um,
it was bad. Yeah.
you may have won the worst general here.
All
I
right.
was not expecting this.
It was that bad. Yeah. I saw a video about him on the History Channel like when I was in high school, and I was like, he went into the crater, and then the show was like, he went in, not around. And I was like, what?
I can I can
Yeah.
see that being like like an onion thing where it's like he ordered his troops to go into the crater. It's like, sir, shouldn't we go no into the crater? Like,
Yeah. Obviously, he did not
wow.
charge. Anyway.
Well,
Um,
they did directly into the crater.
no, I mean he didn't go in. Like it was like
Oh,
he was away from it. Yeah.
well,
Okay, so that
yeah.
was quite a bit of while. Let's go with yours now. It's gonna be a bit of a shock
Nope,
to
I
me.
think that wraps it up. Thank you for no, so wow. I don't